Feel
Yeah.
it sometimes.
This week on Cartoon Dumpster Dive, we cover the cartoon Two Stupid Dogs with an added bonus of Super Secret Squirrel. Joel, while I was watching the show of the week, Two Stupid Dogs, it made me realize what I'm missing with a lot of modern media, like especially in animation.
Okay, yeah, what's that?
In a way, I kind of blame Adventure Time. So I miss cartoons that they existed to just be stupid as fuck.
You had no story. There was
there was really no point other than these ridiculous jokes.
Yep.
A few, a little gross out humor, sure. Mainly just like, I appreciate Two Stupid Dogs because it's like they're both dumb. There's not a secret smart one. They're just, one's a dumbass dog who's slow. The other one's a dumbass dog because he's manic. They get into shenanigans and usually somebody gets hurt, or, there's not actually too much like slapstick comedy of them getting hurt.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Like, I mean, sometimes. And it's another show that like uses sound effects really, really well.
Yeah.
Of course, the best one is Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
Oh, yeah.
But like, this one definitely uses like the Hanna-Barbera lexicon of sound effects. Because if you listen to if you watch modern Hanna-Barbera stuff, especially Cartoon Network stuff, they have the same, like they use the same sounds.
Yeah.
In all their shows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Recycle it.
I really appreciate what they did. But before we get too deeper into this show, let's review that theme song.
Let's hit it. I'm keeping that burp in there.
That's pizza burp. It's appropriate. Yeah.
Jazzy.
They do a lot of jazz in the show.
Yeah, they do. It's I would give this song, I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's short. I like the joke.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to get him to like, hey, look, here's the title of our show. And he ends up just running into it. I think the jokes in this are pretty well written. I mean, there's a lot of repeat jokes, like running jokes, but for the most part, like some of their original jokes, like they just make me laugh. Some of them, I was very surprised they ended up on television for children's shows.
So I actually found out, did not know this because I grew up watching Two Stupid Dogs, but this was actually like a Ren and Stimpy clone.
Yeah, it's a Ren and Stimpy clone, although they do talk about that. But let's get into how this was made, Joel.
Yeah, so this was actually created and designed by a creator by the name of Donovan Cook. Produced by...
Were you stalling to struggle with the name Donovan?
No, I said by the like 3 times.
Yeah.
No one else probably called that, but I did. Produced by Hanna-Barbera Cartoons. It originally aired on September 5th, 1993 and ran until May 15th of 95. Grand total of 25 episodes, 2 seasons. And it actually aired on TBS's Saturday morning in front of the TV block. So it got its start on TBS, did its run there, and then, of course, it started later on, like in the late 90s, it started airing on like Cartoon Network.
Okay, that's where I watched it. I watched it on Cartoon Network.
Same here. Like, if you would have asked me before doing this, I would have told you, oh, Two Super Dogs from the late 90s. Dude, I had no idea this came out in 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty damn early. You also mentioned the backup segment, Super Secret
Squirrel.
It's actually it's a sequel series to Secret School, which was another Hanna-Barbera cartoon that basically came from the show The Adam Ant and Secret School show. But I
didn't know that they were. So Secret Squirrel's never had his own show. That's funny.
Apparently not. Never had his full-on show.
Do you prefer him over Danger Mouse? The only reason I say that is because Danger Mouse is also a spy with a mole as a friend.
I was never a fan of Danger Mouse. I enjoyed.
He's too British.
Yeah, I enjoyed Secret School. I think Two Stupid Dogs had a reason for me liking Secret School so much.
Yeah, definitely.
But Donovan Cook was apparently a big fan of Secret School and saw this as an opportunity to kind of, pull out this old character from the Hanna-Barbera, dictionary and use him, or encyclopedia and use him. But that's really it on the creation. Donovan Cook, he really didn't do much after this. He went to work for, looks like, Disney, did some work on like Mouse of House, stuff like that.
Oh, the nightclub Disney show?
Was it the night?
We gotta cover what the House of Mouse with or is it the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? One's a kid show, one's a weird
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Disney. Sorry, Clubhouse.
Okay, yeah,
no, yeah.
I learned. Because House of Mouse is pretty funny. It's a show that we should cover. Maybe we'll cover it next week.
What was that like? All that where it had like
no, it was. No. House of Mouse is completely animated, and everybody in the Disney universe exists together.
Oh, it's like the real wards?
And they go no. It's all animated, and they go to the House of Mouse, which is a nightclub run by Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Clarabelle Cow, and Horace Horsecollar. And it's just like they show like shorts, but then they also show like them running the nightclub. So it's all like modern day Disney shorts too.
It's like Vanderpump Rules then.
What the hell is Vanderpump Rules?
You can tell who my conversations have been with here of lately is my wife, some Bravo shit, but go on.
Okay, but yeah, no, it's really neat. To comment on the comparison between Ren and Stimpy and Two Stupid Dogs, the Hanna-Barbera CEO, Fred Seibert, he was very unconcerned with this. He said it was like Pearl Jam being worried about being compared to Nirvana. He's like, there were two shows that exist that just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not on the same network and I'm not really bothered by it.
Yeah. But this show, Andrew, it was pretty big when it came out because it really at this time, Hanna-Barbera, they're really not doing any new shows. They've kind of, let's say, hit a wall in new cartoons. But right. I would say that this style of animation to Two Stupid Dogs, really, we have them to thank for like Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, all those other shows that we kind of grew up with and fell in love with. It was because of Two Stupid Dogs.
And that style of animation, if you are so curious, is an animation style called digital ink and paint.
Ooh.
Current process is I'm just going to read the definition to you right here, right now. We're going to learn about animation today.
Yay.
We don't ever fucking talk about that process. The current process, termed digital ink and paint, is the same as traditional ink and paint until after the animation drawings are complete. Instead of being transferred to cells, the animator drawings are either scanned into a computer or drawn directly onto a computer monitor via graphic tablets, where they are colored and processed using one or more of a variety of software packages. The resulting drawings are composited in the computer over their respective backgrounds, which have also been scanned into the computer, if not digitally painted, and the computer outputs the final film by either exporting a digital video file or using a video cassette recorder. So there you go.
Kind of like a lot of animation is done nowadays.
Hanna-Barbera was the first American animation studio to implement a computer animation system for digital ink and paint usage following a commitment to the technology in 1979.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. Y'all did it.
We did it.
Y'all
We
did
drew
it.
the moon
Woo-hoo.
and we landed on it. I don't know.
Big win
Hey,
for
you
them.
can say we taught you something unless you already knew that.
We are
Or
educational.
we did it wrong. We are technically a historical and educational podcast. At least that is the category I picked on when they asked me. We're also comedy, and sometimes we're funny. I have been told.
Hey, you don't. No one
God,
bats
I
a
hope
thousand.
we're funny. Otherwise, why the fuck do you people keep coming back?
My smooth, silky voice, Andrew. That's why.
Yeah. Compared to my nasally voice, it's got to be quite the yin-yang of emotions.
Well, speaking of your nasally voice, Andrew, what about some
Yeah.
of the voice actors?
I don't particularly care for that transition, but okay.
I'm trying my damnedest
So
over here.
the voice cast of Two Stupid Dogs is Brad Garrett as Big Dog and Singing Popcorn. Mark Scheif is Little Dog. Jess Harnell is Secret Squirrel, Heck Hound, Honey Clerk, Sucarioko Mole. Jim Cummings is Morocco Mole, game
All right.
show host, Giant Ape, Gold Flipper, museum curator, and Rooster. Tony Jaa is Chief and Chipmunk Criminal. Brian Cummings is Mr. Hollywood. And Rob Paulson is Chubby, Anteater, Beatrice, Blabbermouth, Family Husband, Singing Hot Dog, Super Snooper, and Youngest Son. For their other works, we have Brad Garrett is Hook-Handed Thug in Tangled, the movie Tangled.
Oh, cool.
Mark Scheif is... Oh, he's in the movie Funny People as himself.
Oh,
Jess Harnell is Ironhide in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
but Prime.
Not that one. That's a good movie.
I
In Jim Cummings is Razul in Aladdin.
Ooh.
Tony J is Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay.
And finally, Brian Cummings is the Stove in Beauty and the Beast.
You need to also do
1991.
what about Rob Paulson, Andrew?
Oh, right. Rob Paulson is Seymour in The Loud House. I don't know if Joel's going to keep that editing in, but I forgot to pull up their other work, so that was off the cuff.
That was pretty good.
My apologies. Yeah, thanks. Oh, another little fun fact about Two Stupid Dogs. John Krafalisi, the
Okay.
creator of Ribbon and Stimpy, was credited as contributing to the bad taste gags for a few episodes of Two Stupid Dogs after his dismissal for Nickelodeon from his alleged grooming.
Ooh.
yeah, fun stuff. Not
always
for,
happening in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I feel like it's happening less, but you still see it in the news.
They hide it better nowadays. What are you talking about?
I think they don't hide it better because I feel like they're just like,
Oh no,
looking at you, Leonardo. I won't date anyone over 25, DiCaprio. Although the internet did bully him into dating someone who was 27. So,
big step. Big step, Leo.
that's a whole 2 years.
Big step.
Also,
boy.
big blanket allegedly over that. We don't make enough Patreon or ad revenue money to get sued.
I mean, look, he's dating adults at least. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, that's sad, but also a good point where it's like, well, at least they're above the age of 18.
Look, I think it's icky and gross, but you guys are adults. You guys do you at that point.
It's that weird realm of like, I understand what you're doing is legal. I'm just saying it's a little weird that your age difference is a lifetime of a person.
Shame on
Like
you.
It's like, what the hell could you possibly talk about?
I mean, at this point,
I got people at work that are 18 now because they're like just starting in my field of work. I have nothing in common with. It's like, what are you into? And they just describe. You could be a foreign language, or as far as I know, and I'm like, cool. Just like, so this is what old people feel like.
Big gulp. All right. Talk to you later.
Big gulps, huh? Nice. All right. Talk to you later. So let's get into this show.
Let's.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it so much. You can find season 1 on the Internet Archive.
yeah.
So the dogs themselves, they never get into too many fantastical stuff.
No, it's all kind of just
It's
petty,
very
stupid.
Yeah, it's very common things. Like the very first episode, they're just trying to get a bone from a store door and they don't know how it opens. And the little dog is like,
One of
well,
those automatic doors.
Yeah, it's one of the automatic sliding glass doors, and it's like the dog is like he like observes people walking it, and he goes, "Okay, the reason it's not opening for us is because we're not wearing shoes." So they go everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is episode 1. And like I saw this, I was like, no way. So they steal shoes from all these people, but one shoe they get is from a strip club. And as she's stripping, you see the little dog go, the shoe, take off your shoe. And he gets like a stripper shoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. The other one is where I believe the boy's named Chubby. And he takes the dogs for show and tell. And he's like, see, you can even tell he's a boy. Look. And he takes the little dog and spreads his legs out. And assuming you just showed the dog's dick to the entire classroom. I remember because the little boy's bully always calls him a fowler. He's like, what a fowler. That's one of the running jokes. He's introduced later.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's like, if they have to learn something or they go somewhere where they have to talk to someone else, it's usually like this large 5 o'clock shadow man who's just like, he's just in every job available.
Yeah.
And he's like, ain't that cute, but it's wrong. Sorry for anyone wearing headphones. And yeah, they just go to a lot of adventures where they're just too dumb to really figure it out. Also, I love the fact that the little dog is afraid of cats, but the big dog, all he does is he goes, woof.
And the cat
And the cat just falls over. Like it freezes, and then when it falls, it makes like the little tink that glass does. I gotta tell you, sound effect usage in this show is really good.
The show is fantastic. I watched a couple of episodes, just trying to get a feel of the show again, and it's still to this day, it's like you said at the beginning, it's funny to just be funny and stupid. There's no other purpose than just
it really lets you appreciate that
entertainment. And hey, I was smiling watching these old episodes again. I enjoyed them. It's fantastic.
And no, not for nothing. The super secret squirrel stuff is pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
And I love, I don't know if it's a joke or what, but Secret Squirrel basically has the shark repellent joke that they did in Batman.
Yep.
But for every single scenario that has ever happened, like he's just like, no, he'll either pull it from his trench coat or his car will have it.
Some sort of spray.
Yeah, it's always a spray. Because he's just like, what is it? The episode with Gold Flipper, and he's stealing all the gold teeth, and Secret Squirrel is just like, I have just the thing for this. It's this spray that if you spray it on something, it takes the properties of a gold tooth, not gold itself, just a gold tooth.
So spray paint.
Yeah, gold spray paint.
Gold spray paint.
There was like a candy coated one that was pretty funny. All of them are pretty great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Jim Cummings' portrayal as Morocco Mole because it's one of the few roles that I didn't immediately click that it was Morocco Mole.
Yeah.
And then I'll watch anything with Tony Jay in it because he's great. And he's the chief, and I just love that he keeps calling him Chiefy. He's like, "Hello there, Chiefy." And then at one point he's just like, "Morocco, stop calling me Chiefy." It's just nice when Tony Jay didn't have a lot of roles where he got to be goofy.
Yeah.
So hearing him like do like giddy stuff where the chief is excited to get candy, or he accidentally gets turned into a baby, or no, he doesn't get turned into a baby. They shoot a ray that makes adults think they're babies.
And
that's why Morocco is like taking care of him and calling him Chiefy.
Chiefy.
And just like whenever you make fun of spy stuff and you just go like you crank the gadget stuff to 11. Like, the chief has a pipe, and he's like, I gotta call Secret Squirrel. So he takes his pipe out, and he flips it up. So now the curve is an antenna, and it's a walkie-talkie. So it's like, it's great.
I've always loved when they do cartoons like that set in, like, a spy setting.
Yeah, because you can do so much more. And a lot of our spy movies, like, I appreciate the Daniel Craig 007s for what they are. Where he's just like hyper murdering everyone.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, can't you just give him a watch to turn someone into a pig? I don't know, something.
Yeah, the gadgets in the more recent Bond films have stopped being crazy ridiculous, if that makes sense.
This is a pen that's a gun. This is a gun that's a pen.
This is chewing gum that is C4 explosive. Pull out the stick to arm it, like in 007, in GoldenEye. There was so many of those wacky things.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why you watch that's why I watch 007 movies. It's like, what fucking crazy shit are they going to give him that he does not need to use?
You're gonna give them a watch with a laser to cut 2-inch steel in just seconds.
Here's your inflatable pants, just in case you're in the ocean.
Was it Rocket
yeah.
Pants off of Looney Tunes Back in Action?
That's probably the best joke in that movie. Did we do that for a bonus? Yeah, that was on our Patreon. Patreon.com/cartoon DD. It's adequate. It's worth $5 at the very least.
I would say so, and that's just not because it's my Patreon either.
And I'm not just saying it because I get money from it. But
No.
Joel, I believe it's time to talk about, or no, we're not going to talk about it. You're going to talk. I'm going to listen. But it's time for your new reoccurring segment, Two Stupid Reviews.
Oh, I like it.
Thank you.
I only got one for you today, Andrew.
Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
know. I'll come up with one for you. The 1-star review is, this show is bad. There you go.
Well, I enjoyed it.
So I think a lot of people did. It's sitting at a 7 point.
We could say the other stupid review is ours.
There you go. So this is sitting at a 7.2 out of 10 with a 4,600 ratings. Okay.
That's
So,
not bad. Yeah.
Not bad for, let's be honest, a no-name cartoon that nobody probably remembers.
I feel like it's one of those Manchurian Candidate cartoons that we sometimes cover where it's like when you mention it to them or when we show, like when this show episode comes out on Wednesday, people will be like, I totally forgot about this. Like it just like, or as millennials say, core memory unlocked. Stop saying it. Stop saying it. Just say I forgot the cartoon. Stop quoting Inside Out.
Again?
Just stop it. Listen to yourselves when you say that. Say it out loud, actually.
Well, there's Andrew's tangent for the episode. Let's get on.
Is usually well, I mean, we're pretty much wrapping this thing up. Put a fork in it, it's done. What are your closing thoughts, Joel?
Oh, you want me to read the good review?
Oh, I thought you had. Oh, you found one?
No, yeah, I got a good review. I got a 10 out of 10.
Okay, yeah.
It's titled Two Stupid Dogs. Was a very funny show I watched as a kid on Cartoon Network. Hey guys, I'm Regular Show 1 here again, and today I'm going to talk about a cartoon I used to watch on Cartoon Network as a kid called Two Stupid Dogs. This show is about two stupid dogs named Big Dog and Little Dog, who are not very intelligent and their everyday misadventures. The other characters include Mr. Hollywood, who always says, "Aw, isn't that cute?" But it's wrong. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, who is often runs into the dogs. Anyway, I remember watching this as a kid on Cartoon Network and loved it. The show was originally aired on TBS from September 5th, 93 to May 15th, 95, but it became popular when Cartoon Network aired reruns from 95 to 2003, and again in 2011. Anyway, I really like Two Stupid Dogs, and giving it 10 out of 10 stars anyway. I'm Regular Show 1, and have a nice day. Bye.
He did our entire episode in one paragraph.
I know. I love
that mean our show is bad?
Probably.
We take so long? Oh.
Probably.
Well.
But, hey.
Well.
Move on.
Let's go beg people for good reviews.
Big gulp. Okay, bye.
All right. Any closing thoughts on Two Stupid Dogs?
Watch it. Look, you can have it playing on in the background. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go look it up.
Yeah, I agree. You can watch it on the Internet Archives. I'm sure you could find it in other places. I think it's on DVD season 1. I don't think season 2 ever got to a DVD. But we'll make a DVD if you support us on Patreon. Not really.
No, we won't make a
but
DVD.
You should
Don't
support us
promise
anyway
them.
Because if you go to patreon.com/cartoondd, you'll get bonus episodes, extended audio episodes, stickers and pins mailed directly to your door, and access to our Discord channel. We have a website, cartoondumpsterdive.com. There you can send a request for a regular episode, a Junkyard Brawl, anything you want us to do. It's up to you. We have a Twitter cartoon handle. That's
Cartoon
not
handle
right.
DD, yes.
I mean, it's kind of close to what the handle is. Handle Cartoon DD. We are Cartoon Dumpster Dive on all other podcast platforms. And as always, we appreciate a 5-star review on the podcasting platform of your choice. We also just recently added the fan mail option to our Buzzsprout page.
Ooh.
I don't know what that does, but you should
Check it
write
out.
us a fan letter. See what it does. Maybe it gets us money. And in that case, write a bunch of them. Also answer more Spotify questions, and we'll keep doing this show because we're two stupid podcasters. Have a great rest of your week.
And see ya.
This has been a Lughole podcast.